Greetings from Farmer Bill. The funds are at Mays Valley Farm Market and Winery. Previous entry there, I was mentioning a little bit about suckering the grapes. And right here, I mentioned when we're having another one come up from the bottom. We'll probably end up getting rid of this guy here, but to be honest, for right now, let's just gonna wait a little bit. That's a nice stalk right there. Got some good diameter, coming up low, real good from the bottom. We got two of them, as a matter of fact. I'm gonna get rid of this one though. And let's let this guy go here. And all these other ones, you want to pinch off. You want to get rid of them because they're just a distraction. They're going to take up energy from the plant, because what we want this plant to do is to get up to the wire and grow and make grapes. So all these little things here that create a bush, we need to get rid of. You can do this usually by hand, or you can come along and spray them too when you're putting your herbicide down a lot of times, and it'll take them off. But they just keep coming. The older the vine gets, the less it likes to do that down there, and it'll put off more towards the top, but it's always a challenge keeping them off. So you go along and you just want to pinch off the non-essential growth from the cane part of the plant, which is down a little bit farther. Some of these need to go too. They're a little bit too low. We want to concentrate on this zone right up in here. My brother-in-law Todd did the pruning and he has them forced back. From here the plant will grow out and the leaf will come out, open up, create cluster. Vines come from there and you get more leaf surface area as well. And all that begins to make a healthy and happy plant. But all this down here is a distraction. Now let's look at this one. I haven't looked real close, but we only have one cane here. This field was off to a rough start. Oh, I emerged a little guy down here. Look at that. Gonna let him go. I'd like to see a second one come up from the bottom there. So I'm gonna go and take rest all these other ones off. Get rid of them. They just bust right off. They're real tender, real green. Get rid of all that there. And what it does by doing that is it forces the energy that the plant has in the ones that are remaining. And I have this one down here, right down there. Let's see what he does. So we keep coming back to these plants throughout the year. The reason I'm letting that one go is I'd like to see a second stalk come up from here for insurance policy. That'll come up and get as big as this other one down the road. So you let a couple of those come up occasionally, especially if the vine is younger yet. And this vine's only about 4 years old now. So it has some time, a lot of time to grow. So we're going to let that one come up as a second vine. But we do this all the way across the field. And you can see a lot of them are out here. And that's just the beginning of springtime work out in the vineyard. This variety is called La Crescent. It's a variety that's developed up in Minnesota. So down here in Ohio, we're pretty positive about it. We're actually bringing the first wine to the tasting room this year from last year's harvest, and it's looking real snappy and happy. Thanks again for stopping by. Bill Backen, the funds are from Mays Valley Farm Market and Winery.